If you're over 50, a polo shirt can either make you look lazy and dated or like the most confident man in the room. And the difference is not the brand, it's how you layer it. Most men your age never learn this. So they keep wearing polos the exact same way they did at 30 and wonder why they look tired, heavy, or invisible. In this video, you'll learn simple polo layering tricks designed specifically for men over 50. You'll see how to stay cool, look sharp, and stay age-appropriate without trying too hard. You'll understand which layers actually flatter an older body, and which ones make you look wider, shorter, or sloppy. By the end, you'll know exactly how to build powerful outfits starting from one timeless piece, the polo. Let's get into it. The polo is your summer jacket. Most men think of a polo as a basic shirt. You pull it on, maybe tuck it in, and that's it. But if you're over 50, the polo should be the hero of your outfit, especially when it gets hot. Think of your polo as your summer jacket, the piece that adds structure, shape, and presence. The secret is choosing polos with a collar that actually stands up. A soft, floppy collar makes your whole upper body look less defined. A firm collar frames your face, strengthens your jawline, and works like the lapels of a blazer. Once you see your polo as that kind of structure, you start layering around it, not on top of it. In warm weather, keep what's under the polo extremely light. If you wear an undershirt, choose a thin, breathable one with a wide neck so it stays invisible. That way, the polo can breathe, you stay cool, and the clean line of the collar stays in focus. Your layering function, not bulk. When you treat the polo as your summer jacket, you naturally simplify everything else. Clean trousers or dark jeans, minimal shoes, maybe a watch. The eye goes to the polo, to your face, and to your posture. That's how you look sharp and intentional, even in the heat, without a single extra layer. The smarter way to wear a polo under a jacket. Wearing a polo under a jacket can look powerful. But done wrong, it can also make you look like a retired golf instructor who got lost on the way to the clubhouse. The key is to let the polo behave like a dress shirt without pretending to be one. That means clean lines, no bulk, and the right amount of contrast. Start with a polo that fits close to the body without pulling. Too tight and it shows every line, too loose and it bunches under the jacket. You want the sleeves to hug the upper arms slightly and the body to skim your torso. This keeps the jacket sitting smoothly on top, instead of fighting against wrinkles and folds. With a blazer or sport coat, keep the polo collar inside the jacket, not spread over the lapels. That old school move makes you look like you're stuck in a different decade. Instead, let the polo collar sit neatly under the jacket collar. 2 buttons open is usually the sweet spot for most men over 50, relaxed, but not sloppy. Color is where you can quietly upgrade your look. A navy polo under a light gray jacket looks modern and strong. A dark brown or deep green polo under a navy blazer feels rich and masculine. You're still wearing a simple polo, but because it's layered cleanly under a jacket, you look composed, not casual. Light layers that don't overheat you. One of the biggest fears men over 50 have is sweating through their clothes. So they avoid layering completely. The problem is, without any layers, a polo can sometimes look flat and basic. The answer is light, strategic layers that add depth without making you overheat. The easiest move is a thin, unlined overshirt or lightweight jacket over your polo. Think of something in cotton, linen, or a very light technical fabric. Worn open, it creates a vertical line down the body, which visually slims you. The polo sits underneath as the polished center, not hidden, just framed. When you do this, stick to breathable polos. Peak cotton, light merino blends, or high-quality cotton with a bit of stretch all work. Avoid heavy, thick polos under another layer. They trap heat and make you feel bulky, which is the fastest way to start tugging at your clothes and losing confidence. Color matters here too. A mid-tone polo, like soft navy, stone, or tobacco under a slightly lighter or darker overshirt gives you subtle contrast. You're not shouting with color, you're building quiet depth. You stay cool, but you look like a man who thought about his outfit for more than 10 seconds. The zip polo advantage. If you want a modern, masculine look without trying too hard, the zip polo is your secret weapon. For men over 50, it gives you structure like a classic polo, but with a cleaner, sharper front. And it layers differently, in a good way. It behaves almost like a minimalist sweater, but it's cooler and lighter. When you wear a zip polo on its own, you're already ahead of most men. But layering it smartly takes it to another level. Partially unzipped, it creates a strong V shape on your chest. That V is one of the most flattering shapes you can wear as you age. It lengthens your neck, slims your torso, and pulls the eye upward. Under a jacket, the zip polo removes the fuss of buttons. There's no gaping, no weird pulling across the chest, and no random wrinkles. The smooth front looks clean and intentional. Just keep the zipper pull subtle and simple, not oversized or flashy. On cooler evenings, you can even use a zip polo as your top layer. Think of a fine gauge zip polo over a light tee, zipper halfway up. It gives you the presence of a light knit, but with the casual ease of a polo. This is layering built for a man who wants to look current without chasing trends. Polos and outerwear, getting the balance right. When temperatures drop, many men throw a big jacket over a polo and call it a day. The result is usually a lost collar, a crushed neckline, and a shape that hides your best features. The goal with outerwear is simple: protect the structure of the polo while adding warmth. You want the outer layer to frame, not smother. Start with the collar. If you're wearing a polo under a field jacket, bomber, or light coat, make sure the polo collar is set neatly before you put the jacket on. Stand in front of a mirror and adjust it. You want it lying flat, not rolling in or popping randomly. That small detail makes you look precise instead of careless. Weight is the next factor. A medium-weight polo under a heavy coat can feel suffocating. Instead, choose a lighter polo under a more substantial jacket. That way, the jacket does the insulating, and the polo keeps you polished. You stay warm without feeling like you're wearing armor. Color contrast again works in your favor. A darker polo under a lighter jacket gives a strong, masculine center. A lighter polo under a darker jacket can brighten your face and soften the overall look. Either way, the polo is the visible core of the outfit, not an afterthought. That's how you keep it central, even in cold weather. The clean polo and t-shirt combo. Most men over 50 either avoid t-shirts under polos or do it in a way that looks messy. But when done right, a tee under a polo can keep you cooler, protect your polo from sweat, and actually make the layering look sharper. The trick is invisibility and control. The t-shirt supports the polo, it never competes with it. Choose a very thin, breathable tee with a wide, low neckline. You don't want to see it peeking out from under the polo. If even a bit of white is showing, it instantly cheapens the look and makes it feel teenage. When the tee disappears, the polo becomes the only visible top layer, which keeps things refined. This kind of layering is perfect for long days. If you run warm, the tee can actually help by absorbing sweat and letting the polo dry faster. That means fewer marks, less cling, and a fresher look all day. You get the comfort of a casual setup, but the polo still reads as the polished piece. If you want a very subtle style boost, you can play with texture. A smooth tee under a slightly textured peak polo adds depth you can't quite see, but you can feel. You stand a little taller because you know your outfit is thought through. From the outside, it just looks clean, simple, and put together. Monochrome polo layering for a slimmer look. If your body has changed after 50, and for most men, it has, monochrome polo layering can be a game changer. Instead of breaking up your body with strong color blocks, you keep everything in the same color family. This creates one long, clean line. And that line makes you look leaner, taller, and more powerful. Start with the polo. Pick a color that flatters your skin tone and feels masculine. Navy, charcoal, chocolate, or deep olive are strong options. Then pair it with trousers and light outer layers in very similar shades. Not identical, just close enough that nothing jumps out. When you layer this way, the polo becomes the quiet center of the look. Your jacket, overshirt, or coat is there, but it doesn't steal the show. Because everything is in harmony, your face becomes the focal point. And that's exactly what you want as you get older. You're not dressing to shout, you're dressing to be heard. Monochrome also forgives small fit issues. If your midsection is not as flat as it used to be, keeping the polo and the layers around it in the same color helps them blend. There are fewer sharp lines cutting across your body. You look controlled, composed, and quietly sharp without any effort showing. From casual to refined with one polo. The real power of smart polo layering is flexibility. One good polo can carry you from a casual lunch to a smart dinner with just a change of layers. You don't need a closet full of clothes. You just need to know how to build around that one piece. During the day, you might wear your polo on its own with clean jeans or chinos. Untucked, but the right length. Sleeves sitting nicely on your upper arm. You look relaxed, but intentional. No logos screaming, no wild colors, just a solid, confident base. For the evening, you don't change the polo. You change what's around it. Add a blazer or a light jacket, maybe switch to darker trousers, and adjust your shoes. The same polo suddenly feels elevated. It's the constant, everything else is the dial. When you think this way, your polo stops being a lazy weekend shirt. It becomes a tool. A piece you can dress up or down just by layering smarter. And for a man over 50, that's exactly what you want. Fewer clothes, more options, and a style that looks like you know exactly who you are. Polo shirts don't have to make you look older, wider, or stuck in the past. With the right layering, they become one of the sharpest, most age-appropriate pieces you can own.